Chapter 10, Chemical Bonding. So way back in 1989, and that seems a lot longer ago to you than it does to me, researchers discovered the structure of HIV protease. And this was really important because then they were able to develop drugs to inhibit this protease and to really help stop the AIDS virus in its tracks. It was bonding theories that helped them simulate how potential drug molecules would interact with the HIV protease molecule. And here we have an illustration of the HIV protease and the models of some of the drugs that were tried. So drug development is an interesting subject. In the old days, I think the way it worked is out of desperation or who knows why, curiosity, people ate junk. I mean, who had the idea to eat willow bark? But somebody noticed, hey, when I eat willow bark, my infected big toe doesn't hurt as bad anymore. And so it became a home remedy. And then later, people realized that willow bark contains salicylic acid. Aspirin is a derivative of salicylic acid. So a lot of these things were kind of discovered by accident. Well, if you're setting out to find a cure for something, accident takes a long time, right? Trial and error takes a long time. Now that we understand the shapes of molecules and how they interact with each other, we can start out ahead by picking things that, based on bonding models, are more likely to interact in the way that we want. And so that's why bonding models are important. Bonding theories, bonding models predict how atoms bond together to form molecules. And they're going to predict also some of the reactions that occur. So these bonding theories help us understand which combinations of atoms form compounds and which do not. I often say that atoms are like Lego bricks. But in some ways they're not, because you can put Lego bricks together in pretty much any combination that you want. But you cannot put atoms together in any combination that you want and expect them to stay that way. They only go together in certain combinations. There's a lot of different combinations, but there are many that are just not possible. Bonding theories predict formulas of compounds, and they explain the shapes of molecules, and the shape of the molecule has a lot to do with its physical and chemical properties. So there's different theories. The Lewis theory is the simplest one. It's the most limited, but it's still very useful. So we're going to talk about Lewis theory.